When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Nebraska's offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Huskers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Cradles it at the 35. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So Texas A&M's offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Norman. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. Wide open space. Touchdown, Aggies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And what a great play call there on fourth down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that fourth down play for a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snagged out of the air. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Cornhuskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
My Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Finds a tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the back. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go right back to him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And ones like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the red zone, looking for a man. Flushed out of the pocket. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. From the gun on third down. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. He's only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Morrow. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on?
There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fellow. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
21, Nebraska, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double-teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips. Try to give your quarterback more time.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
We'll give the defense credit there on third down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
Punt is in the air. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. They've got the play bottle up. Fumble, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something late.
Turning it on! Huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a sixer, but his guy dropped it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He wants it all. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception.
Got some room to run. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Oh, he's got some space. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try the run. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. That defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. The defensive lineman, they got to play the...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air, it's Nolan. Fires complete on the crosser. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Morrill. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Armstrong. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He's got it, first down and more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Aggies are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to take off. There he goes. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. So we open the final period with a third down play. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They believe they can run right here. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down and the line to gain is to 36. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, this head coach has been a riverboat gambler all game long. He keeps going for it on fourth down. That now the third time he's gone for it, and he's gotten it by running the football.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. Knocked off his feet.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Touchdown, Aggies! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he's going to try to return this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Nolan. They've got the screen set up. Can't get him to the ground. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires it incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn.
Throws toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Nebraska!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they tacked on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Warren. Rushes on him. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to Johnson. Touchdown, Aggies! And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David